Hi, Dr. Todd Lizon here. Today I want to speak to you about the pros and the cons of when to take your near-infrared sauna. Now, just to clarify quickly, when I talk about when to take your sauna, I'm specifically referring to the effects that it has on your circadian rhythms. You can take that sauna any time of the day and you're going to get benefits, lots of benefits. But again, I just want to make sure that everyone understands there are impacts on your natural circadian rhythms, your wake and sleep cycles that red light can have on that. In the most general of terms, red light will help you sleep. If you do that infrared sauna, near infrared sauna, an hour to maybe 2 hours before you go to sleep, most of the research that's out there shows that exposure to red light increases melatonin levels. There is a study out there that I'm aware of that has shown that when you did expose some people to red light, that it actually had more of an effect like regular white light or blue light, and perhaps impacted your melatonin level in a negative level, but that was only a couple of people out of the study overall. And overall, when we look at the evidence, red light in the evening or in the morning is probably the best time to be taking your near-infrared sauna. So let me just clarify really quickly. I'm all about learning how to live naturally in an unnatural world. When we look at near-infrared saunas with the heat and the light, essentially what you're mimicking, in my opinion, is firelight. And for that reason, I believe taking the near-infrared sauna in the evening is perhaps the best time of all. You mimic fire, you get the heat, you get the red light. It should increase your melatonin and help with your sleep. And it is very likely that humans are designed to be around campfires in the evening, which we no longer do. And that may be why we find that we sleep so much better when we're camping, for example. Now, and one other thing with the evening too, is you're going to bed after your exposure to the infrared light, and that may then allow for more healing and restorative value to be happening to your body. The flip side of that coin is doing your infrared sauna in the morning. Again, it mimics sunlight, it mimics the sunrise, and it's a pretty safe bet to say that most of you are not up at sunrise. So if you're not up at sunrise, doing a near-infrared sauna in the morning can mimic that sunrise, and you can get all kinds of benefits that will last throughout the day. I will often do my sauna in the morning and I find my energy levels are up. I'm much more ready to go and take on the day, and I don't have the same dip in the afternoon that I typically would. So there are pros and cons to both morning and evening, but in general terms, I think evening would probably be the best, closely followed by the morning, and then any other time during the day you'd also get some benefits, but I think from a circadian rhythm, the evening is the best. I mentioned that study very quickly about how I think it was 2 people in the whole study were affected negatively with their melatonin when exposed to red light. I'm going to jump into my sauna for a second, and I think in that study, it's actually going to be the brightness of the light, not the color, but more the brightness. And I just want to show you the difference between doing a near-infrared sauna and exposing yourself to an LED light when it comes to brightness. So come on over with me, we'll go take a look into my sauna. Here is a light meter, and it's measuring the brightness of the light, or the lux level. And I'm going to hold it in front of my LED panel here. And you can see at the user distance of about 10 centimeters, the lux is coming up on 1100, maybe 1100 or so. You can just kind of get a feel that the lux there is about 1100 on the LED panel, which is somewhat bright. If I turn that off and then put the put the light meter on my near-infrared sauna at the user distance of 60 centimeters, that's with one lamp on. That's a very low lux level of about 175. If I turn on all 4, again at that user distance of about 60 centimeters, you can see the lux is only about, well, it's less than 800. So the point that I'm trying to make through here is that perhaps when they did that study, it wasn't so much about the wavelength being the red light. Perhaps what it was more about was the brightness of the light. I don't know, more research needs to be done, but overall the overwhelming evidence suggests that exposure to red light will help you sleep, and that the evening is probably a better time, in my opinion, to be using the near-infrared sauna than in the mornings, but the morning is a close second, followed by any time during the day. So there you have my quick little personal perspective on when to best use a near-infrared sauna. Until next time, keep well.